Alright, what is up? So I just picked up this new beta update 10.11 and not bad, I guess, so far. It doesn't seem that much different, to be upfront with you. I think that what I'm seeing overall is that, you know, people for the most part are, you know, hyped up about the what do you call it, the notes. But personally, I don't really see, and again, like, we're dealing with, you know, the complexities of machine learning models, right? Like, you know, gains in the lab might not be realized in production. So maybe I just need a little bit more time, but we will see. We will see. Maybe I do need a little bit more time to figure this out and see what is up. But yeah, so I'll drive through a quick little residential area, and then I'll probably head to Georgetown to see, get some coffee and see what actually, if we are legit, too legit to quit. But no doubt I'm excited for this personally, to be one of the first, because I you know, I'm not used to being one of the first to get it. In the beginning I was, but yeah, more recently I've been getting it a little bit later than most. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy to be part of the club. In fact, prior to getting this update, I was very, very concerned that Tesla wasn't gonna let me download this update. I was getting all these, it was like stuck at like 13% for a long time. So I had to call Tesla and say, hey, listen, during the update cycle, you know, it was stuck. So what they did, and I was a little concerned, right, because it seems like the vehicles for the FSD beta testers are controlled by the beta team. So when I called them, I was concerned that you know, they won't be able to reset it because general support won't be able to reinitiate the update because it was mostly owned by the beta team. But luckily they were able to do it. In fact, I had to go through their troubleshooting steps, which I tried to mitigate the troubleshooting steps discussion, right? Like, do this, turn this up, da 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 da. So I tried to mitigate that by you know, looking online a little bit to see how people solve the problem of not making progress with downloads, and which the steps that I got from online was, you know, do the 2-wheel reset and then actually power off the vehicle for 5 minutes. So I did both of those for like, I did both of those over and over and over and over again, and to no avail. Nothing got better. But after talking to a lady online, she somehow reset my download, and then I was back in the party. Okay, here's an interesting one. So I need to make this left. Cars are coming. Look at that visualization. It looks much smoother and better, and it actually did a pretty good job with this turn. Actually, there are some better things, you know, subtle changes which are probably big in the lab, might not materialize, right, because the software overall is getting much better. So I misspoke in the beginning. There was one instance of okay, here's a kid running, right, like he's just running. I don't even know if he's gonna run on the road, and luckily he didn't. Okay, but you all saw the detection for the child. Anyway, yeah, so one big change, which was consistently an issue for me, was every time the vehicle would make turns, it would like left turns, mostly left turns, it would hug the right side, and that obviously created problems because when you needed to make a follow-on right turn, which is mostly the case, and again, I didn't realize how much or how often it is that the moment you make a left, you immediately need to make a right. But that seems to be a situation that comes up a lot. Ooh, here's a weird one. Look how tight this spot is. Like, what's beta gonna do? Okay. Oh, it slowed down, let the vehicle go, and then went around. Oh, so good. This is exciting. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, back to. Yeah. So I didn't realize how many. Once you make a left turn, how many times you immediately make a right. And when the car constantly hugs to the left after making that left turn, it puts you in a weird situation trying to hurry up to get back to the right. So I have noticed that this new beta update is much, much better at handling those types of maneuvers. Ooh, stops, creeps, drives really slow in the middle of the road. I'm not a fan of that, but maybe that is a thing for residential streets. I'm not a fan of that personally. Now, this is going to be another interesting one. There is a, let's call it telecommunications maintenance vehicle ahead, just parked on the road with cones right by its side. Will the beta go around it? I don't know. Will it go around? Oh, I had to take over, right? So there was so much confusion. And then here's another, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it in between these two cars, but you know what? There's nothing like trying. If you ain't trying, you're lying. Yeah, so that was a little too, I don't think beta was ready for that. Advanced, right? Senior level driving. So I took over to mitigate problems. Okay, so here we are. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Okay, it's so interesting. Kids playing outside, and the vehicle's actually doing pretty good. Okay. Yeah, so it's weird, right? So some of these stop signs, it does a weird creep, and then some of them it just stops and goes, right? And again, the hope is that you would just want it to just stop and go all the time when situations are permissive. So it seems like it's rule set. It helps it dictate, certain turns as stop and slow down, and certain turns or certain stop signs, not turns. Certain stop signs is stop, slow down, and creep, and then certain stop signs are stop if no one's there to go. So I don't know the logic there, but I'm just excited to be part of the party. Okay, here we go. So kids skateboarding in the middle of the road. I'm like hugging the steering wheel, just trying to mitigate problems. Ooh, this one is nasty tough. This one is nasty tough. And it's tough because I just stopped the vehicle because I don't want to play that game. So what I will do is, so I backed up to allow for the pedestrians to go. But this is one of the situations where I actually want to see what beta is going to do. I actually want to see what beta is going to do. So I reactivated it to see what beta is going to do, right? So like, if we think through the logic here, right? So usually there is, okay, good, being this, oh, it's actually gonna, oh, yes, and it's actually gonna take me to my destination. Now, will it pay attention to these pedestrians and what they need to do? That's a good question. But just go. Oh my goodness. Oh, excellent. All right, that was good. All right. Yeah, this is victory. All right, well, this is part one of the drive. Let's see if it can take me to Georgetown from here. That's the true test. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I have returned. Haha. So that first drive wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was really good. Now, haha, can this beast take me to Georgetown for my favorite coffee? Let's find out. Okay. So the name of this game is more of a just get me there. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna activate it here because I don't want to play that. I just want to see, right? The semi-autonomous capability actually just worked. Okay. So leaving the Pentagon Row shopping center, right? A car stopped in the middle of the road, backing up. What does beta do? It goes around it, which is the right answer. That is the right thing to do. Okay, pedestrian kind of crosses at random. Let's call it jaywalking. And beta does the right thing, which is slow down, let them get through, and then keeps going. We're winning. So I always question the logic. So personally, when I'm driving and I know that, like, let's say I'm gonna make a right turn, I try to get my car to the rightest lane sooner rather than later. But that's more of a risk tolerance discussion, right? Like, what do you want to do to get to your spot faster? Again, that's the decision I usually make. Everyone does their own thing. And the funny thing about driving these like really fast cars is not hyping everyone up next to you, right? So they can drive fast. That is an active thought process. Because I don't know how on a daily basis, how many, I could count how many times like where I just, I'm just chilling and then like cars will come next to you like, and you have to just be like, the let's carry on chuckle is what I call it. Like I'm good. But when I was younger, oh man, I had a Hyundai Sonata, like a 1995 Hyundai Sonata. It was like $1,000 or $2,000. It was amazing. It was a manual transmission, and I put a custom muffler on it, so it would make the sound right, and it invokes Fast and Furious. And I remember I bought a turbo, no, a cold air intake, yes, so I could hear the and that was like my thing, right, to generate excitement while driving. But I've always loved the sound of turbo because it's so it is so like empowering. When you get in the car and it's like, you accelerate and it's like it's almost like prior to a rocket launch of some sort, right? Like this that's the turbo. And then the release invokes like a performance. Whether or not it does anything really truly, I don't know, but it's exciting nonetheless. Okay. So my camera is acting like it's about to die. So the question is, will it work all the way up to when I get to the coffee spot? So I'll tell you what, this turn right here tends to be very problematic. Like, I don't know how many times I've had to take over for this turn, and I'm praying that this new beta is updated to be able to make this turn. Like, watch. Here we go. Is it gonna do it again? Yep. You see that? Look at that. It just kept going, so I just took over. It was acting like it was gonna go over, and then when I started back over here, right, I need to make this right turn. It gets confused and then like wants to go into the center, like below average. Disgusting. Okay, look, and then I don't even know if I can make that turn, so I'm just gonna back up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but that was something. Yeah, they haven't fixed that yet. I have no idea how to tell Tesla to fix that. Maybe I'll just keep submitting my snapshots. Okay. It's so funny. My mirror is facing down, and I was looking at it like, what the heck is going on? Oh, look at me. I'm such a rookie. I'm over here controlling the wrong mirror. Okay, yeah, so it's facing down, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Let's go to the left. Okay. Yeah, so I'm more and more becoming a fan of the camera system. I'm hearing the NHTSA is starting to ask questions, right, regarding, I think, rear view mirrors. But like, in my mind, I'm like, why don't y'all ask questions about every mirror and just get rid of them all, because they're so freaking annoying. Yeah, I wish all these mirrors would just go away. Why? What just happened? Oh, nope, that was wrong and a half wrong. That was wrong and a half, beta. The GPS has gone down. GPS routing has degraded significantly. And I'm saying significantly, it probably isn't significantly. It's probably a small little, degradation of performance that in my mind seems much worse. Beta was trying to go around both cars, like both lanes. Like, no. Like, I get it, but no, that's the wrong answer. Okay. So this one is interesting. This one is interesting. There's a human being walking. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad turn. Okay. I already know this place is gonna be a little funky. Getting into the downtown area. Like, what's gonna make me be like, is when the beta is going to do the thing that I don't want it to do, which is to get on the right. Well, actually, no, I'm not making that left turn, so yeah, maybe it should get on the right lane. And I'm saying that knowing that what it's gonna do is the exact opposite of what I think it should do. And it will probably just do some weird little loitering. So let's see. So, high congestion. So the same way that beta FSD, or the same way that what's it called? Navigate on autopilot is amazing at high traffic situations. Like, that's how I feel about FSD beta. To me, it's like the ultimate traffic scenario enhancement. Wow. That motorcycle rider just kind of rode in the middle of the lanes, and it was like perfectly detected and placed, so it was localized perfectly. It was awesome. Okay. Ooh, don't hit that car. Oh, and it didn't hit that car. That was good. Now this. Nope. This is nuts. Okay. Okay. This is okay. So why is it slowing down? Don't know. Don't really know. But you know what? Parking is rare in DC, and when you find it, you take it. So I'm gonna take it. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. What is going on here? Stop, buddy. Thank you for joining me on this amazing FSD beta journey. Yeah, look out for more stuff later on as I figure out what my next adventures are. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye.